Hey everybody, welcome back to Agrarian Skies. So I think this is probably the last single-player episode that I'm going to do. The multiplayer will continue. I'm having a lot of fun with that with Northern Isle. Um, but all the quests that we're getting into in the single player are now the ones that require just a lot of time. With 10,000 toast or 50,000 lettuce, 1,000 spaghetti with meatballs, things like that. And then all of these ones are the same. This is like 50,000 buckets of, a fluid. Down here, these ones, or what are the ones? Hoarding. So these are all, insane amounts of things. I don't think I really want to do those in single player because it's going to be incredibly time consuming, and because you can starve to death just sitting there, it it's likely that I'm going to have to be at the computer to do them all, which is a little more time than I want to spend basically sitting around waiting. Because once everything's automated, that's basically it. You're basically done. And it's not really hard to automate them, but it is a long time to make it happen. I want to show you what I did around here, though. I've done a lot of work getting kind of smelting automated, just because it was a kind of a fun project to work on, and I think the results are kind of neat. So if we come over here, we have this power system. It is 12 magma crucibles, or not magma crucibles, 12 crucibles being fed by one igneous extruder. Produces a bunch of lava, and then it comes over here to 4 of these generators. The wiring is down below, and it all goes over to these things. So we have another igneous extruder putting out cobblestone. Cobblestone gets broken down into this one into gravel. This one makes gravel and then sand. This one makes gravel, sand, then dust. And all of those byproducts are getting siphoned off. And then we have another igneous extruder that's just producing smooth stone. And finally, an igneous extruder making gravel. Another one making sand. And the sand goes up here into 16 buckets of witch water. So this is producing soul sand. All of it gets piped away and comes up through this tube and then into one of these 5 buckets. Each of these has a filter set, so this one's only accepting gravel, goes into there, and gets distributed to the autonomous activators. Each of them has a sieve in front of them. And so I'm sieving down soul sand, smooth stone, which I didn't know you could do. Nord pointed that out to me, and that's pretty neat. Gravel, sand, and dust. Then all of that gets collected. And it gets sent into these tubes. We have some storage over here for things that aren't really smeltable. But one of the neat things is from the smooth stone you can get things like essence berries, or you can get the metal berries and all that. From the soul sand we can get the berry bushes from the nether, plus these vines. I got some saplings there, some netherwort you get out of it, those mushrooms. Got some ancient spores there, all kinds of things. A bunch of the mob drops, although they're not being piped in here because they're not automated yet. I get a lot of Certus quartz, all this kind of stuff out of there. So that is where all of the kind of unnecessary materials are going, or rather the things that aren't being smelted. The actual smelting, all of it gets piped down over here. So this is the same pipe, it just comes down through the ground, branches off, and then comes along here. And these are set with the little vacuum thing, the green light. Meaning that it's basically, if it can come here, it's going to come here first. And then in here we have silver, tin, nickel, and then up in the top one, just because I need more room, lead and aluminum. On this side we have copper, platinum, and then iron and gold. So they all get dumped into these chests and then sucked out of the chest. And one goes to one smelter, this one goes to this smelter, this one goes to this smelter. One thing I discovered while I was doing this that you might want to be aware of, if you have, you want to keep lead, silver, and tin all going to the same smelter, and you want to keep copper and gold all going to the same smelter. It seems that if you have them mixing, like if you have tin going here instead of copper, or if you have lead going over here with the gold instead of copper, it seems like you will end up getting electrum kind of being made, because you can pulverize them and get materials that would make electrum, you'll end up with 0 buckets of electrum in here. It'll think it has electrum, but it doesn't, and it'll plug up the whole system, which was super annoying. Anyway, okay, so it all gets piped out the back. These are just smeltery drains with the fluid duct attached, and then each of these has a filter, so it's only taking one kind of metal. 5 from this side because it's got 5 going in, and then 4 from this side. All of the pipes come over here. Each of them goes to an individual tank. And then on the front of the tank, we have a faucet with the ingot mold. These things are redstone clocks from Extra Utilities. It's just ticking away, automatically piping everything out, and then it all gets sucked out down below, back into the pipe, and then it comes over here. So that was pretty neat. So we managed to get this whole thing automated. I don't know why cactus seeds and cocoa beans are still coming over here, because they're not supposed to be. That might just be... I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, so that is the general setup. It's pretty neat. It was a lot of fun making this, and I kind of wish Feed the Beast had something like this, because this was a ton of fun. Really cool that it all worked out. Obviously, these things are being fed from below, too, with the lava. It would be a pain to have to keep manually stocking that, so these crucibles are feeding into the lava. Oh no, these ones are. I think. Yeah, these ones are. This one is just producing obsidian just because I wanted some obsidian. And then we have some water going up. That one's feeding the witch water. This one is feeding the smoothstone generator. I used hardened energy conduit. Hardened energy conduit pipes enough power, 400 RF, that all the machines that need power up there are powered. I think the next thing that I would do would probably be to set up a mob grinder. And basically that would just entail slapping one onto that thing. Whoa! Oh, I did actually die. I died once. I was trying to break this obsidian. Looked away kind of out the window or something. My mouse angled downwards and blew a hole in the ground, and I went down and died. So that sucked. What else? Oh, the sludge thing. Possibly one of the... So I have the tree farm over here. It's automated now. Producing a lot of wood. We have several barrels worth. And I think one of the quests is that we need like 50,000 wood, which is insane. And a lot easier to do on a server too, where the strain isn't on your computer. You know, where you're not having to be there running it all the time. Because 50,000, it's assuming it's producing maybe a bucket an hour, so that would be, at this size. This is, what kind of upgrade do we have in here? Copper. So, I mean, you can get a much bigger upgrade and cover a lot more area, produce a lot more wood. The biggest problem right here is powering it, because as you can see, it's constantly out of power. I had to set up 2 dynamos, and even with that, at some point, it is still drawing from the lava generator once in a while. But I have 2 dynamos down there powering that now. Even with, one this size, if you made it bigger, you'd increase it quite a bit, the output, but, I don't know, it's like an hour maybe to fill a bucket, and even at that, with 50,000, 64, that's what, 40,000, so you need 12 hours? Just sitting there waiting for wood? So that would be and a lot easier to do if you have a chunk loader on a server. Other than that, I think that's all that I've been doing. I've been eating pizza. That's pretty easy to make. Actually, surprisingly easy to make. Especially if you have soybeans, you can automate the whole thing. You don't need pigs, but you can use the tofu, which you could use soy milk to make the cheese. So basically, you can do the whole thing from wheat, tomatoes, and soy milk, which is great. Anyway, so I think that's pretty much everything. Let's take a look in here. There's a couple of, I don't know, I'd like to see what some of these other things require. So for the hoarding, how do I make a deep storage? We can probably do that pretty quick. Deep storage. I just want to see what some of the long-term quests are. Oh, we need a Tesseract frame full? Well, that's a little bit more of a problem then, I guess. I don't have a fluid transporter or a magmatic crucible. So maybe we'll leave that one alone. Steel power's got nothing, right? Okay, that just requires us to make the steel. Bragging rights, I'm actually probably far along on one of these. MFR? Oh, really not? No, I've crafted some of these. Why is it telling me I haven't? Hmm. Maybe because I died and lost the book. We looked at that one. Oh, maybe we can finish off the learning to skyblock one. So we need tin and a precision sledgehammer. Okay, we can do that. Tin upgrade. Let's eat. There we go. So what do we need to make a tin upgrade? Let's just look for upgrade. Tin. Tin? Tin, raw plastic. Okay, we got all of those things. We need... Oh, that's iron. We need 3 tin. And I don't think I put plastic into the storage system. We need the nuggets. I need that. I am noticing a fair bit of lag starting up here now, which is a little bit concerning. Like, the frame rates of the recording have dropped to about 20, and it's idling. And I have, not a unpowerful computer. So I can't imagine what would happen if we got everything going. Another good argument for putting it on a server. There we go. Let's make the tin upgrade, which is this. There we go. And the other thing we needed was a precision sledgehammer, which is that kind of plastic. Okay. Let's get that. I'm gonna smelt those. Can we see anything else? No, I just want to see what this one is. To see what we have to do for that. Go for the flow. I think we can do that. How do you make a fluid tank for mariculture? Maybe we can't. Oh, we could. Okay, so that's copper, wood, and glass. Well, we got those things. I think. Maybe we don't have glass. Oh, we do. Never mind. So this is probably done. Let's just make some of those. Alright, so we wanted to make the precision sledgehammer. And that is plastic and sticks. We'll get some more wood back. There we go, precision sledgehammer. While we're in here, we will make the mariculture fluid tank. Copper is the other thing we need. Okay, so can we turn that one in? Yeah, alright, let's get that reward bag. ME export and ME import buses. And then we can see all of that stuff. Really, can these things... Extra cells will allow you to organize this fluid. Really? There's a fluid storage in AE now? Oh, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. I did not know that. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look at that. What was the other thing we were doing? For the hoarding? No. Learning the skyblock. This one. So this one's complete. Let's get our reward bag. Moving power. We have to make one of every energy conduit. Well, you know what? Maybe I will. I'll be right back. I'm going to do that off screen. Okay. I think we have everything we need. There we go. Redstone energy conduit is the last item we have. Empty one, so let's fill one up. There we go. Manually submit. Claim our reward. So what is the last one? Resonant flux capacitor. What do you need for one of them? Resonant flux capacitor. Redstone flux capacitor. Hardened flux capacitor. Leadstone flux capacitor. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do that. Finish off this learning the skyblock quest, and then we'll call that an end. Let's dump some of this stuff that I don't need. There we go. Let's just look for flux capacitors. So we need first a leadstone one, and that is lead, copper, redstone, sulfur. Sulfur. Soul sand netherrack. It's got to be an easier way to make sulfur. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we have to actually pulverize netherrack to get it. Do coal. Let's run some coal through this thing. Hopefully we'll get lucky. It's a 10% chance, so if we shoot 10 of them, maybe we'll get one. I think we only need one. It'd be a huge pain if we don't get one. Come on, guys. Give me... There we go. Okay, one sulfur. So we also needed, what, lead, copper, and redstone. Okay. 2 lead. Lead, copper, redstone, a little bit of sulfur gives us a leadstone flux capacitor. For the hardened one, we need invar. And leadstone. Oh. Tin. There we go. For the redstone, we need diamond and gold. There we go. Diamond, gold, the hardened. Bunch of redstone. Okay, now what's wrong? Or is that electrum? Electrum. Okay, well, by accident, I made a bunch. Still got a fair bit, too. There we go. Okay, and what do we need for the last one? Resonant. We need enderium and blazing pyrotheum. For that, we need more sulfur, pulverized coal. Okay, well, we can actually make that, because there should be coal and sulfur right there. And we have blaze powders somewhere. Right there. So that was blaze powder, coal, sulfur, redstone. Nope, that's not redstone. Redstone, blazing pyrotheum. Enderium ingots going to be a little bit more difficult because we need... We only have one of these. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just because we're finishing this off. And you know what? I want to just give myself that flux capacitor just so we can see it. Ah, but that wouldn't be right. We need 4 of them. Crap. What do we got in here? There's an Enderman. Fun fact, it seems if you hit their legs, they aren't going to jump around. There we go. Just the one, it doesn't look like you dropped one. Okay. You know what? I'm going to, maybe we won't do that then. Anyway. So I think we'll end this here. I'm Nycat. We've been playing, Agrarian Skies. Check out the multiplayer. It's a lot of fun with Niall and Nord. And I will see you over there. So take care.